Good evening, this is Professor von Kastenberg here, continuing our Cabral career. And while our Artemis III flight with Valentina, Bill, and Bob are heading off to the Mun for a scientific mission, back here on Kerbin, Jebediah, you have another set of tourists. 4 tourists who want to go fly around the Mun. So, Jebediah, for this large of a tour, we've constructed the Mark 7 Jeb Space Tour vessel. So, let's load up your tourists and get out to the launch pad. Okay, now this, since we still only have command pods and lantern cannons for only one occupant, Jebediah, this craft will be a bit more difficult to control. It's very top heavy there, but we've got you some boosters, asparagus staging, Rockomax fuel tanks. Jebediah, you should be able to handle this. So let's get our map view ready and turn on SAS. Full throttle engaged. Alright, Jebediah, you ready to take your tour group to the Mun? In 3, 2, 1, launch! And off we go. And start slowly tilting over. Just gently, Jebediah. Gently, Jeb. I shall call you Gently, Jeb. Because no tourists have exploded yet. Alright. So gently turning it over. These are rocket boosters. Large top-heavy rocket. Alright, those are away. That's away. Very good. Okay, Jebediah, you can get... Whoa! Explosions! Okay, I think that was just the boosters colliding into one another as they fall back down to the carbon. Okay, it's getting close to 10,000 meters, Jebediah. You need to be turning more towards 45 degrees. Should have already been there by now, probably, but we have to be gentle with this rocket ship, Jebediah, because it will want to get out of control real fast with all that drag on the top there. Alright, next asparagus stage is out. Whoa! Another explosion. Do we lose any engines? No. Okay, Jebediah, this this tour group is all about the explosions, huh? Jebediah, as long as none of your tourists explode, we shall call it a successful mission. Whoa, and we're hearing explosions. Well, don't bring that back up. We're hearing explosions. I guess that's stuff landing at the Space Center. Hopefully not on the launch pad. Jebediah, you know we don't like spent stages crashing onto the launch pad. Because we don't want to spend the funds to repair it. We need our funds into rockets, not into launch pads. Okay, our ascent appears to be good. Let's keep climbing. How much fuel is left? This Rockomax. Will this stage only show us accurately? Or does it show us it's accurate? Okay, let's check climbing up 40,000. That's why I keep turning into it. Keep climbing. Here we go, we're climbing. 55, 56. So everything looking here. Oh, our engines are starting to overheat because we had clustered them all together. But we are almost passing out of the atmosphere. Alright, ApoApp says 72. That should be good enough. Because we're still a bit in the atmosphere and we want to Okay, it's still kind of descending because we're still flying through the atmosphere. Oh boy, do we need to keep burning some more? Those engines are hot. Those are some hot engines. Yeah, we had clustered 4 of them close together so we could fit the asparagus staging on top of it and the boosters. And we need to start turning over. Let's turn back on the torque on these pods and on Jebediah's command pod, because we'll need that reaction wheel torque to turn towards. Okay, good. Apo is still up there. Let's plan our maneuver to complete our orbit. Space 72, that would be good. Let's turn 13-second burn, but we want to make sure that we drop this stage so it falls back down, burn up in the atmosphere, and then this will be our stage that we use to go to the Moon. Do a little orbit, and return back home. Okay, whoa. Easy, easy, easy. Alright, burn of 13 seconds, so about, say, 7 seconds out. We'll burn our engines. And we'll put on our port and starboard lights. And unfortunately, well, or more fortunately for your passengers, Jebediah, we've kind of locked you in, so you can't go on a spacewalk and freak everybody out. The pilot has left his seat. Oh no! Okay, almost getting there. 7 seconds, let's burn. And just watch it here, because before we get that periapsis too high, we will want to drop this stage. 25. Alright, that's good. Let's. So that. Oh, we forgot. Those nose aerodynamics. We could have dropped that and saved some mass. Well, we still have fuel left. Okay, anyways, we need to finish burning to get circular. Reapsis up. To 70. Wow, just grazing at 70. Good enough. We are now in orbit around Kerbin. Okay. I guess everybody's happy, huh? Jeb, the whole tour group is happy to be in orbit, to be safely in orbit. Being in orbit's one thing, being safe in orbit, Jebediah, that's something completely else. So, now let's plan for our trip to the Moon, and actually we can probably follow here in the path laid out by Valentina here. Let's. In fact, I wonder if we can catch up with them. That might be trying to spend too much fuel. Now, let's see. What did we plan on here? We need to do an orbit. 3-minute burn. Wait, that can't be right. 3 minute. Oh yeah, because you're more massive. It's the same amount of change in velocity, but longer burn because we're more massive. Now, some of these tourists, they want a suborbital flight. So what we're thinking here is if we get just the maximum above the Moon, and then we'll make a kind of circular orbit. Oh, no, that's not what we're... Let's see, 854. No, we can do... No, that's right. We'll head like that. Then we'll have to burn... Let's see. Then when we come here, we burn... Oh, it's not telling us. If just for those. If we burn... Oh, that's right. We wanted to burn just enough like that. Yeah, and then when we come up here, we can drop it down, call that a suborbital, and then raise it back up, and ditch back home to Carbon. Like that. Okay, so what happened here? Our maneuver nodes are getting wonky now. Focus back on our rocket ship. Okay, so again we will. Oh, not the pod. Don't do that. Add maneuver here, right? Is that what they did? Yeah, that looks about what path they're taking. Fly out like that. I just don't remember if this stage was when we needed to drop, discard. Well, we'll see. 3-minute burn. This might be the stage we need to discard. That might be just enough fuel to do that 3-minute burn, and then the other one is for doing all our orbital maneuvers. We shall discover that when we complete this 3-minute burn. Oh boy, 3 minutes 20, so half of 3, that's 1 minute and a half. Another 10. Alright, 1:45 out. Wow, Jebediah, Jebediah, this would be quite a long burn in order to set our course for the moon. And we won't use the warp to next maneuver node because, wow, a winch is going to be grazing the atmosphere at that periapsis. It's 45 meters above it. Because if we warp to next maneuver, that puts us a minute out, but we need to burn at 1:45. So let's just do a gentle time warp here. So we get to 1:45. A little bit faster. Okay. 2 minutes. Okay, line back up. That maneuver. And go ahead and start burning. Alright, you'll be burning for 3 minutes. Okay, Jebediah, we can close. Let's start to throttle down some to make sure we get rid of the money there. Okay, now let's see if we. How much fuel? Would that be enough? I don't think that'll be enough to circularize, and we don't want to leave debris floating around the moon. Let's see, if we were to maybe do something like this. That would get us so that we could, if this stage runs out, we could still drop it onto the moon. 14 seconds. That we might have that much fuel, and then that would still. We raise this up, then we can lower it there, give us a suborbital and an orbital. Okay, Jebediah, I think that will be our next maneuver. So I'll take a 14 seconds burn, and we will be there in 1 day. So we'll be getting there after the Artemis III. After the Artemis III, we'll get there about 2 hours or more before you. So, Jebediah, you and your tour group here can enjoy watching space or watching some in-flight movies and entertainment for your day trip to the Mun. And we will catch up with you by then. Okay, and we're back at Jebediah. It has actually been Jebediah now closer to the maneuver, even though the Artemis III launched first. The Jebediah with his space tour. Oop, we got to burn soon. Jebediah and his space tour actually got closer to their maneuver node, since we're going to be burning out pretty far in order to drop off this last stage onto the surface of the Mun. Okay, so that burn was about now. Okay, about 40 seconds. So actually, we missed it. We thought it was 14 seconds when we last. Anywho's, we're burning now, and we're trying to burn up that stage so that it will still. And we might still actually have this stage left over. Actually, this stage might take us still a little bit ways further. Then we can reduce. Let's see how far we can reduce down here until we can drop off this stage to crash. Well, basically, our orientation here has changed because we're now on a suborbital falling directly towards the Mun. And burning away from it. Well, okay, that's just a Wookiee what is our point? Okay. Wookiee Jebediah, well, that is just, we'll just consider that a fart's worth of fuel. So, you can go ahead and ditch this stage to crash onto the Mun. And, since we are now, we're now on a suborbital, that at least completes another few of our tourists' requests. Suborbital orbit. Okay, Jebediah. Now, we just need you to circularize this orbit to make a overdrive the Mun. Oh, this pass really close, huh? Give the tourists something for their money. 12,000. How about 10,000? 10, 9, 10, 10.8, 9,000 meters. That'll be a nice close flyby, don't you think, Jebediah? Or is that too close? Pull that out a bit more. Too far. Oh my goodness. Jebediah, you're going to make us work for this, aren't you? Just nudge it a little bit. Nudge it a little bit. Okay. 10.2 kilometers. Okay, Jebediah, and I don't know if we have to wait all that time if we just burn right here. You know what? Yeah, we don't need to. We'll just ease into it. Ease up on the throttle until that says about 10. Oh, okay, 11. Good enough. Good enough, Jebediah. Now, look at that. Everybody's all good. All their itineraries are complete. Well, except for returning back home. And we still got fuel enough to return to the Mun. Once we, let's see, where would be the best to burn? Well, we're definitely going to fly by. We'll definitely take a nice close flyby. Let everybody see that. But we're not going to burn for that flyby now, because then we'll speed on past as the Artemis III. Ooh, actually, the Artemis III, how close are we going to get to that? So this target, is there going to show any? When's our closest? Oh no, when we are... They're going to make a maneuver there, which will set them into that orbit, and... I mean, right now they're going to be zooming out. Okay, maybe after they make their burn, we'll be able to see how close we pass to them. And so we don't need that, but okay. Okay, Jebediah, to return back after we do one circle over it. Let's see if we add a maneuver here to get back to Kerbin. 2 hours. No. Oh, estimated with 39 seconds. Okay, that's... I'm reading how long until we get there. But of course want a 22. That should be a decent re-entry height. 49 maybe more in the 30s. 35. That should be decent re-entry height. 250. I mean, we've got here a whole tank of this. We should do the math, but I think we've got here it's 256, and this will be a 36-second burn. Or do I need to give it a little boost? No, we just finished the boost to get to that, so it knows how much thrust and such we have with this engine, so that should be calculating correctly. But I wonder though if there's any better, like if we are actually, let's try this. If we're closer down here, 56, if, no, that makes it more, like if we can, no, that's not going to save us any. No, that's just adding. Then how about what if we came all the way out here? And... oh, actually this... if we come out from here... nope, not like that. Let's see, like... nope. Nope, that's still coming out about the same. All tweaking, trying to get the best maneuver for our fuel. Let's see. But more like that. No, that's still 190. Always with the tweaking. 270. No, that's even more. Okay, Jebediah, let's try to get it back. No, well, we don't even know where it was. Where was it? Where was it, Jebediah? Right there. Just burn straight. $36. Okay. Okay, Jebediah, that will be your next maneuver in 2 hours. 10 minutes. Okay, Jebediah, back to you and your tour group. How is the group enjoying these views of the Mun from, let's see, who gets to look at it? Who's looking at the Mun right now? Who's looking at the, oh, wow, that's right there in your window, huh? That's a picture, huh? In fact, let's then rotate. Jebediah, why don't you rotate your passengers so everybody can take a view of the Mun. Oh, there it is. Oh, and see, there's that little dot. That's the Artemis III. The Artemis III just completed its scientific exploration in orbit of the Mun. It dropped a probe onto the Mun's surface, and by drop, we mean the probe fell over. And let's see, Jebediah rotates so all your tourists can get a view of the Mun. Very nice. And in fact, if everybody would like to know, we will be passing over the probe's landing site in about 1 hour. So, actually, let's just add a maneuver so we can see the. Can we see it from the cockpit here? No, it won't tell us. Okay. So only about an hour. So if we only add there's an hour on the clock, or somebody, Jebediah, rotate so that somebody can see the mun. Okay, let's accelerate to that periapsis because it will give you a nice close view of the mun. And okay, turn off those lights. These aviation lights like to still blink. Weird when we're in time warp. It's odd. Well, I guess it's not odd. It's mod. Okay, so let's go ahead and time warp down some. Oh, here it comes. We're getting closer. Okay, Jebediah, people would like to see the mun. Why don't you orient the craft some more? Or at least one tourist will get to see the mun good. Don't worry, everybody. We'll rotate you into view. This tourist just paid more. They brought Jebediah cookies before the trip. We're coming down low. Coming down low to the mun. Getting to see all the little craters. Oh yeah, look at those little craters now. Flying over to mun. Let's see. Jebediah, what do you say? How much closer are we going to get? Oh, just a little bit. Just within another 1,000 meters. Oh, the probe is rotating away. Well, the mun is rotating. And is this okay? Back to this camera. Inside. No, not this one. You get back to auto camera. Here we go. Oh, there it is. 86 kilometers. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody see that? Oh, okay. One person sees it. Here, everybody else gets to look here. Spin around here. Let everybody else look. Ooh, look at that view. Did everybody get to look? No. Everybody look. And that's where the probe, the Artemis III lander probe to explore the mun, where it fell over, landed at an odd angle and fell over. And we will now be passing over it. It's down there. Everybody wave. This is turning weird. Oh, well, yeah, look at this. The Artemis cursor. Artemis III probe. Oh, how would I be passing over it, huh? I can see my probe from here. How close are we going to get? 19, 18 kilometers above it. Jebediah, turn the ship more. 16 kilometers. Turn the ship, I'm missing it. 15.8. That's as close as we got. 15.8 kilometers to the Artemis III probe. What is going on there? No, okay. There we go. Okay. Jebediah, that's a pretty good tour. Now let's plan your return back home to return these tourists safely back. Where do we want to burn? Let's see about here. We gotta reset this. Because Jebediah. No, we had planned it before we passed over, and so that made it look like it was only 11 minutes away when it really wasn't. Okay, but anyways. Set a new maneuver node. That's only, what did we want to pass? Below 50? 45? That should be 46. We should have fuel left over in case we need to slow down some more, because I don't think these tourists would want to make a second pass of Kerbin. Put those lights back on. Okay, Jebediah, so that will be in about 5 hours for the burn. Let's see, is there much else we can do in 5 hours? Well, no, back on Kerbin we could probably do some more contracts, but we still gotta wait for this tourist to land to complete all these contracts. Where is it? Science Advent, well, that's when they come back. Space. Yeah, once you come back. Okay, Jebediah. We will just time warp to your next maneuver and set you on course back to Kerbin. And who's going to get there first? Well, it looks like the Artemis III will be returning home first. Okay, Jebediah. The report from Valentina is that, yeah, above 45, that's too high to get an aero capture to slow down. So, for this maneuver, well, actually, if we just point there, because we think you might have plenty enough of fuel, and we're going to need to get lower. And actually, since we're just returning, we don't need all this. We'll just start burning until we see. Let's get down here. 12 minutes, 11 minutes. Oh, actually, but you still need to get before the Artemis III comes back around for its next pass to do this maneuver. Well, this is good enough. You know, if we just burn this way, that should be good enough. So, go ahead, Jebediah. Start your burn. Tons of fuel. We should have enough fuel. And let's aim for 40. 40 kilometers. Okay, start to ease into it. Alright, 39. That should give us the atmospheric deceleration we're looking for. And Jebediah will be down there in 1 day. Okay. Everybody, say your last goodbyes to where did you go? Where did you go? Mun, where did you go? There you are. Okay, Jebediah orient, here we go. There we go. Everybody, not that one. Not that one. This one. This one. Alright, Jebediah, rotate. Rotate. Where did the mun go? Okay, everybody, say your last goodbyes to the mun. And enjoy your in-flight movies for the next day. And we will see you as you get around to Kerbin again. Okay, Jebediah, we're back to you, and Valentina and Bill and Bob have safely returned to Kerbin, and now it's your turn to bring your tourists back. Well, you're already on trajectory, but we will go ahead and everything's smooth and operational at the Space Center, so we'll go ahead and whoa, warp you around here. Zoom. Okay. That was a big zoom. But, okay everybody, you're coming home. And where are you going to land? Let's see, if we pass through there slow enough, then you might land either in the ocean or not in the ocean, not in the mountains. Okay, but I know we're landing in the mountains. We'd rather you land in the ocean. And let's see, well, 4 parachutes was enough for 3 cans and an engine and fuel. Let's And you've actually got 5 parachutes. Isn't everybody's happy to be coming home? What are we seeing here? Not that map. This one, let's see. Oh, we are passing right through the atmosphere now. Alright, Jebediah, you just maintain retrograde. We're going to take a look out the windows. We're going to take a look out the windows. Watch the ocean passing by. Watch the horizon passing by. Watch the blackness of space passing by. Watch the blackness of space passing by. Watch. Jebediah, what do you see out of your window? What do you see? You see flashing lights. That's right. You see the nose cones that we put so that you couldn't hop out of the craft and freak everybody out. Okay, everybody, we're coming down, and wait, we just passed through the periapsis. Okay, that was, what was that? That was 40. Okay, that was too low. Oh no, this is decelerating, but alright, Jebediah, you've got tons of fuel. Let's go ahead and make sure we land here and not swing back up for another pass, because these tourists, you know, they got pictures to upload. They've got you know, get back home to their families. Start paying off those credit card bills for the price of these tours. So, Jebediah, let's go ahead and make sure we put our periapsis back in front of us so we don't pass back up out of the atmosphere. There we go. That's better, huh? And now let's see if we land. Where are we going to land? Oh, not in the mountains. Jebediah, not in the mountains. Get more slower down. You know what? That might, because that will still slow down, and then, oh. Are we going to wind up in the mountains? We don't have much fuel left. Let's wait until after that apoapsis to see where we need to be. Let's see. What's the aerodynamics of this? Yep, okay, that's going to pass there. And as we come down, we might land either on the shores, on the mountain shores. Jebediah, that's not so good. I know you're celebrating. Everybody's happy to be coming home, but maybe they don't know that they might be landing in the mountains. Oh, look, we're passing through. See, now this is another thing Kerbal Space Program kind of teaches you. I mean, it's just interesting that nighttime is merely us in the shadow of the Earth. That's cool. Anywho's, okay, Jebediah, back to where you will be landing. Looks like you might be landing in the mountain shores. Okay, we're coming in hot. Jebediah, go ahead and hold. Actually, well, you don't need to. Well, this thing looks pretty aerodynamically stable here. And, do we have enough battery? Yeah, all these batteries. There's going to be a battery there. And we don't even need it. We don't need to use stability control, huh, Jebediah? Oh, burning through that ablator. Is that it? Have we passed through the worst of it? Jebediah, I think we passed through the worst of it. This is a pretty good return trip. Yeah, look at you, all confident. But you gotta make sure we don't land on the side of a mountain. Nope, this will be good. This should be good. And we'll be coming down with our engine and our remaining amount of fuel. Jebediah, this is turning out to be a wonderfully good mission. And what a view. Let's take a picture of this view. That's a nice view. And would you like to open the parachutes, Jebediah, at some point? Maybe? Your tourists are starting to freak out? Jebediah, they pay good money here not to die and not to be too freaked out. So, let's open the parachutes, please. And let's see, when the parachute's fully deployed, that's when we're 500 meters above the ground, which will tell us how far away the ground really is at this, what the altitude of the terrain is. Well, this is not even landing, well, not too near to the beach. And I don't think any of the tourists brought their bathing suits. We told them to be very light with the amount of weight they bring. So I'm sure they didn't pack any bathing suits. Although, Jebediah, I don't think you need a bathing suit. You'll just go wherever. However. Okay, so that's only about 150 meters off. Let's make sure that, let's see, we're going to be slow enough to not break the engine when we land on it. Oh, no, we might need to do a deceleration burn just when we get close. Which was about 100 meters, did we say? Yeah, we're going to have to do, 6 meters per second, we don't know. Let's go ahead, do a deceleration burn so that we can, wow, that is, okay, this is a weak engine compared to the weight of, and there we go, we landed good, and we are rolling over. Okay, that's a curious orientation, Jebediah. But, okay, you just stay there. Okay, everybody hang tight. We will come pick you up. Bingo! Okay, well, it's science data for a suborbital flight, but oh, we were pretty close, and we turned 8,000, but Jebediah gained experience, but we got 1,000,000 funds. We got 1,000,000 funds. Jebediah, those tourists, they paid well. Okay, what can we upgrade? We want to spend half of it for that. Do we want to? Oh, wow, that's still not enough for that. And what is this? Unlimited science research. We're only up to. That's the last level of that. Wow. We don't really need unlimited yet. We just with our Core 5, but action groups, we think we would need more action groups, but that's going to be spending a lot of our budget. And how much is this? Well, you know what? Let's get a full runway here so we don't have to deal with bouncy runways. Yeah, let's spend that. Ooh, lights! Okay! So there's another successful Jebediah space tour. Jebediah brought home some funds. And that's a good one. Wait, thank you and good night.